Are you looking for a new theme to treat your teachers and staff at your school for a fabulous appreciation event? Well, I have a great idea for you, and that is a hot air balloon themed week. And so I have ideas for every single day of the week, like Monday through Friday, of course, so that you can shower your teachers and staff with all of the love, gratitude, thankfulness that you have for them, for all of the wonderful things that they are doing for your students, school, and community, really to make it a better place, because they are giving so much of themselves, like more than most people realize. So isn't it about time that you shower them with some love? So I think this is a really fun theme, just because, I guess, my favorite Pixar movie happens to be Up. And so, balloons, they weren't hot air balloons. There was a hot air balloons scene. There were a lot of balloons. But anyway, hot air balloons always make me think of Up. And so because I just love that movie. But I think it's just such a fun and light and can be frilly and freeing kind of theme, because you're dealing with a balloon in the sky and it's free floating. And I think just sometimes school cannot feel like that, especially for teachers. So by putting on a whole week of events that are themed with such a fabulous theme and a concept, I really think that it's going to go over really well, because you can just decorate in such a fun way with like clouds. You could hang clouds from the teacher's lounge ceiling to really help bring everything together. Because I think when you are decorating from ceiling to the tabletop and maybe all of the surfaces, that is a really lovely way to kind of be over the top when you're going up to the ceiling, especially, but really thoughtful and nice. And it can just really feel like a very well-rounded and thought out event when you are taking the time to decorate like that. So the other things that I think of with a hot air balloon are like rainbows. And so you can do blue sky, clouds, rainbows, lots of fun things like that. And you can use strawberry baskets for when you are serving food throughout the week. So let's just talk about some of the things that you can do each day, because I think part of the issue with the Teacher Appreciation Week or Staff Appreciation Week or any appreciation event, it's just coming up with the ideas, because we're so busy. It's hard to be creative. So I kind of want to take out that task for you and give you some ideas to give you some inspiration, some motivation, so that you can use these ideas as a jumping off point and make them your own. You are totally okay to totally steal these ideas, carte blanche, and run with them. I do not care. I think it is just fabulous that you are watching this video to get some ideas. So of course, I do have an accompanying blog post that has all of the links to things that I'm going to be talking about today. So just know that there's gobs more ideas. So again, the link will be in the description below if you want to check that out. So on Monday, how awesome would it be to welcome them to school with a dessert bar? So you can bust this out either at the beginning of the day for some people who cannot wait to sweeten their tooth first thing in the day, or you can set it up at lunchtime. Just do a time where most staff is going to be around. So you can do a cupcake tower. You can do baskets of strawberries. Again, use those little wooden crates that are strawberry baskets that kind of look like the bottom of hot air balloons. So clever to have that tie-in, I think. And just any other desserts that you want to do, like chocolate covered pretzels are easy to do. And for desserts, there are going to be bakers in your school. So get people to volunteer to donate to make them. Or you can get store-bought. It kind of depends on the amount of time you have, your budget. Your school might have rules about no outside treats, something like that. So you're just going to have to adapt these ideas to work for you, but know that they're totally adaptable. One thing I will note, anytime you're serving food, it is a fantastic idea to use food labels to note any allergies, or allergens rather, so that people with allergies can know to avoid them. And as well as provide allergy-friendly options. So if you are doing cupcakes, for example, do regular cupcakes and then make sure that you have some gluten-free options or dairy-free options, or gluten and dairy-free. And they don't necessarily need to be cupcakes. Just give an alternative so that everybody feels included, because you don't want to do something for all the staff and have the one person who's a lactose intolerant vegan be oh, I can't. Well, they wouldn't be doing dairy anyway, but you know what I mean? You don't want anyone to feel like they're left out. So think about all of the options when you are. For Tuesday, a really lovely thing is to write a personalized note for every staff member and pop them in their box. Now, this is a great thing that it doesn't have to just be the staff appreciation chair writing endless notes. Like, I've totally done that. But what I've also done is taken the notes a couple meetings in advance of when I know I want to be giving out the notes, bringing them to the PTO meeting and asking other people to write them. And so I just had a list of staff and it was like, who wants to do this? So a lot of the parents would take their kids' teachers. And so it would just whittle down the list. And that way it spread the workout. And then you had more people involved, which was really great because it didn't fall just on one person. For Wednesday, set up a popcorn bar. Now this does not have to be fancy at all, because whatever you do for the staff, they are totally going to appreciate it and enjoy you thought of them and did something special for them. So you can power up that school popcorn machine and whip up a whole bunch of batches of popcorn. You can maybe get little decorative cloud boxes or hot air balloon popcorn boxes. If you want to get decorative like that, you can. You totally don't have to be. Some people are really gifted at coming up with creative decorations. Some people are not, and some people have the budget to do it, and some people do not. Some people have the time. So it's like you have to just take into consideration everything that you have available for you and then just tweak it to make it your own. But no, at the end of the day, they're going to love whatever you do. So you don't have to be extra fancy. Like I have legit just one time I just went to Costco, got a whole bunch of different snacks, arranged them nicely on a table in the library, put a little note that said, from the PTO to the Brush staff, we love you. Thank you so much. Can I tell you how many thank you notes that I got via email about that? I was like, they're like, thank you for thinking of us. People like overlook us and it was just nice to be thought of. Totally appreciated. So no, whatever you're doing is going to be fantastic. But a popcorn bar is a great idea because it's super simple. You can just whip up a whole bunch of popcorn. You can do it the day before. You can maybe get a movie theater to donate popcorn to you if you don't have a popcorn machine or don't have the person power to make it happen. There's lots of ways to make it actually come into existence. You can also get different toppings, like the sprinkle shakers of different toppings for the popcorn so that staff can personalize it and really customize their snack to their liking. For Thursday, plan a really luscious luncheon for the staff. And again, provide vegan, vegetarian, and all kind of options so that people have those options so everyone can enjoy the luncheon. And this can either be, you can bring in like a food truck. You can go to the store and buy everything yourself. You can have like order subs or like trays of sandwiches or wraps and then bring in like the sides. I've done that for a very cost-effective way. I think I've done that for maybe $600 for 100 people. So that is not bad, $6 per person. And it wasn't like skimpy offerings. It was very full. There was a lot of options. You can also get the donations. Again, it's just going to depend on what you have the time, budget, and volunteer power for. I'd love to know, have you ever taken a ride on a hot air balloon? It's something I kind of sort of want to do, but kind of also don't want to do because I am a control freak and the thought of that kind of freaks me out. But I do love seeing them and I like the idea of it. I don't know that I'd actually like to do it. I'm just curious to hear from you. So let me know in the comments below if you've ever taken a hot air balloon and what that experience was like. For Friday, end the week off with a lovely little gift bag that you pop into all of the staff's mailboxes. And you can put anything hot air balloon themed into it. Maybe you find a keychain. Maybe you find chocolate, hand cream, lip balm, like anything, just anything you can find that you think that would delight the teachers. Maybe you find some hot air balloon, like Post-it notes, things that you think that teachers will use like on the daily, they are going to enjoy, as long as it's not tchotchke-ish, because you want to avoid that. Just you want to give them something just for the sake of it. Like find things that you think they will need. Maybe you can get items donated. Maybe there's like little bottles of hand sanitizer, and then maybe you customize that with like a label that is hot air balloon themed. Like you can take something that is kind of pedestrian and really jazz it up kind of pretty easily if you have access to a printer, or if maybe you're really artistic and you have time to be drawing out like just regular Avery labels, like shipping labels. You can wrap those around the bottle and do something really fabulous. It just kind of depends on how how creative you are and how much time you have, and also money. Because that, of course, like I've said that all throughout this video. So I hope that this is giving you some fantastic ideas on how you can treat your staff with like a kind of a different theme. Like you don't see a hot air balloon teacher appreciation week theme all the time, but I think it could be so fabulous. One last thing, if you do go ahead and decide to do a hot air balloon theme appreciation event, please, please, please tag me on social, share it on the PTO Answers Facebook page, or drop a, I don't know if you can even do a picture in YouTube comments. Anyway, I'd love to see it. So you can even tag me on Instagram. I would love to see what you come up with. And I hope you enjoyed this video and you will join me for the next one. Want even more guidance on how to be a stronger leader so you can run a better PTO or PTA? All of these resources and more are waiting for you at ptoanswers.com.